going to be going over how to properly lock your bike. Now, if you follow all my guidelines, that doesn't mean that your bike won't get stolen, but all these tips should hopefully deter some thieves from taking your bike. And here are a few easy tips. Make sure you buy a quality U-lock or chain lock. Those cheap cable locks are very easy to cut through and only buy you a few extra seconds if a bike thief wants to take your bike. Most high quality U-locks are 14 or 16 gauge hardened steel, and the only real way to cut through those is an angle grinder, a hacksaw, or bowl cutters that are at least 3 to 4 feet long. And when you're locking up your bike, here's a few helpful tips to keep into consideration. 1. Always make sure to lock up the frame and the rear wheel, and if you have an extra cable lock like I do, you can run that through your frame and front wheel. Now, since I have a basket on the front of my bike, it's very hard to remove the wheel by itself. If you have a quick release or bolt-on front wheel with nothing attached, I highly recommend that you remove your front wheel and lock it with your frame and rear wheel. Next, you're going to remove any lights or accessories that you have on your bike that someone can potentially take. And when you're locking up your bike, try to keep the lock high off the ground so that the thief can't take your lock and smash it against the ground or hit it with a hammer. And with a U-lock, try to make sure that the lock is tight and snug so that your bike has very little play if you're rocking it back and forth. This helps the thief not use your bike as leverage to try to break the U-lock. And if you want to learn how to make this seat chain lock, click on this annotation and I'll show you how. Hopefully those tips help to keep your bike safe. Make sure to subscribe and check out my new Facebook page. Links are all in the description.